ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। वर्ष नंबर 322। न प्रमादात् अनर्थोऽन्यो ज्ञानिनः स्वस्वरूपतः ततो मोहस्ततो आन्धि ततो बन्धस्ततो व्यथा। I repeat one more time. न प्रमादात् अनर्थो अन्यो ज्ञानिनः स्वस्वरूपतः ततो मोहस्ततो अहंधि ततो बन्धस्ततो व्यथा. The translation is, for the wise, there is no greater danger than negligence about one's own real nature. From this comes delusion, from delusion comes egoism, from egoism comes bondage, and from bondage comes misery. See the translation again. There is no greater danger for the Jnani than carelessness about his own real nature. From this comes delusion, then egoism, this is followed by bondage, and then comes misery. In previous verse, we studied about dialogue between Sanat Kumar and Dhritarashtra. The most important part is in that dialogue, this is the pramado vai mrityuhu. Sanat Kumar said, the pramado vai mrityu. Pramado, carelessness, negligence is the death. There are so many definitions about death, philosophical, scientifically, and there are so many concepts about death because no one has any experience about death. No one has any experience. So there are so many concepts. They are all false. So Sanat Kumar said, I'm not going to, in this matter, what death is. I said that. Pramado vai mrityu. The real death is negligence. Negligence. Where negligence? See, orderly, we are very active. We always think and act in this world. We cannot remain quiet. This is our problem. We are not careless about the words, about the object. Even the animals also are very active. And not only animals, even gods also very active. So see, all category of the living beings, they may be animals, they may be creature, they may be trees, birds, and even gods, demons. Everyone, along with the human being, everyone is very alert, very conscious about the worldly objects. So, and other hand, scriptures are saying to be quiet, relax. Why are you rushing? Why are you? Where are you going? The scriptures saying, take a rest. World is not going anywhere, and you are also here. So take your time. As much as possible, renounce the activity. Scriptures are saying to be quiet, to be relaxed. So here we are very active. Scriptures are saying your activeness should be in spiritual level. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna said, या निशास्त्र भूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुने. That which is night to all beings, in that self-controlled man is awake. When all beings are awake, that is night for the sages. See, the worldly persons are very alert. The worldly people always thinks about the world, their whole existence. Our all personality is connected to the world. We live in the world, we think in the world, we think about the world. That is why we are a worldly person. But the self-controlled, self-centered does not think about the world. He thinks about the self. And this thinking makes difference. Worldly person and seekers are very different. The only cause is thinking. In world, we are very conscious. We work and think always about the world. But see, in deeply, we are acting all the time, but we are very unconscious. We work in this world like a machine. We act in this world like a robot. Robot has not its own will. Machine has not its own will. It works. It is more efficient. It is more efficient than human beings. But it is being operated by someone. And watch properly. A person, you will find they are not man. They are like machine who is being operated by unknown operators. Operator may be different, but you are being operated by them. Your operator may be your desire, your destiny, God. There are so many aspects to think about that. Who is the real operator? Somewhere you will find the God is operator. Ishvara sarvabhutanam mradeshe Arjun trishtati brahmyan sarvabhutani yantra rudhani maya. In Gita, Lord said, so we are not free. We are working unconsciously, and the interesting thing is we want to increase this unconsciousness. We want to increase this inattentiveness. So we try to take some drugs. And other way, very sophisticated way, we have developed so many devices, so many machinery, equipments. They should be used properly. Then they are our real friend. We are developing more and more efficient machinery. Machinery is going to be more efficient, more and more advanced. But human beings are going to be more and more dull. I read a quote somewhere. I don't remember from where, but it is very, very beautiful. As machine get to be more and more alike man, men will come to be more and more like machine. We are going like a machine, and machine, the device, the equipments is getting more and more advancement. See, everyone has smartphone. If you are smart, then you can use properly smartphone. Otherwise, you will be used by the smartphone. Only smartphone will remain smart, and we will become machine. It is going to be happen opposite. Remember, and you too, in previous days, there was a very basic phone, and we had to dial numbers one by one, 9, 8, 7, 6. And we memorized many numbers. But now, sometimes we do not memorize our own number too. Human being is being done more unconscious. So this is the problem. If you work consciously in this world too, you will lose your interest in the doing. You will find whatever we are doing is not fit for us. It is not match with your status. You are very different level, and your activities are very different level. Here, Shankaracharya is saying, the seeker should not become lazy. For what? For self-remembering. न प्रमाद Pramadat anartho vanyo jnaninasya sarupata. Shankaracharya says, for a jnani, for a realized person, there is no other greater danger than the forget yourself. Because if someone forget its nature, its reality, its oneself, then it makes no difference what things you are possess. We may have everything. If we do not have our own self, without self, everything is dead. Like you have a beautiful personality, but there is no life. Without life, the body just dead, no value. So Shankaracharya says, and it is a consequence. If you forget yourself, then consequence, delusion will arise. Delusion will arise. If you don't remember who am I, then imagination will start. I may be so, I may be that, I may be this. Delusion will arise. Tato moha. Moha means delusion. There is no vision is not clear. You are not clear. Tato moha. And then ahamdhi. Ahamdhi, ego. Ego. This ego may be every level. I am individual soul. I am a human being. I am rich. I am old. And there are so many aspects of the ego. Ahamdhi, tato bandha. Then bondage comes. You have accepted. We have accepted that I am this, it is your bondage. You have limited yourself. Bondage means what? When you limited yourself, you accept yourself that you are limited. If you accept that I am in this body, then you are limited in this body. If you accepted that you are a human being, then you are accepted that you are limited in human beings. Up to you. Then bandha. And finally, its result will come vyatha, miseries. The result will come miseries is going to happen. So Shankaracharya says, the result will come misery, and misery we don't like. If you accept misery, then no problem. Problem is we work towards misery and we want result of happiness. Problem is this. If you accept misery, I'm happy in miseries too, then there is no problem. So Sanat Kumar says, only death is pramad, negligence of your nature. It's the important. After body, when died, self will remain or not. It is not most important part. When body will die, something will remain or not. It is not so important. The important part is you should remember yourself. You should remember your own real nature. Then death is not issue for you. Then death is not any point to you. Death will come or not, it is not matter. This matter is only for those who do not remember their own nature. The death is question for those who just think about the body. This question is for only for those who are attached with the body. If you think about yourself, if you connect you with yourself, not your body, then this question will not arise what death is. So Sanat Kumar's point is beyond that than death. He did not give any answer. Death is or not. See the high level thinking. That is why Shankaracharya wrote the commentary on this text. There are so many explanations about death. But see the approach of Sanat Kumar. He did not give any answer. Death is or not. He said, if you forget yourself, then every moment you are going to die. If you remember yourself, then death is or not, this question will not arise. Pramadad anartho vanyo jnaninasya sarupaka. So Shankaracharya connect itself with this text. So for a jnani, a person, a seeker, always connect yourself with your nature. Now next one. विषयाभिमुखं दृष्ट्वा विद्वांसमपि विस्मृतिः विक्षेपयति धीरदोषः योषाजारमिव प्रियम्. I repeat one more time. विषयाभिमुखं दृष्ट्वा विद्वांसमपि विस्मृतिः विक्षेपयति धीरदोषः योषाजारमिव प्रियम्. See the answer. Finding on hankering after the sense objects, forgetfulness through the perverted mind, bewilders even a wise person, just a woman torments her fond lover. See the translation one more time. Finding even a wise man, hankering after sense objects, obligation torments him through the evil propensities of the buddhi as the woman does her doting paramour. The topic continue. Thought process is the same. The question will arise, if someone has established on real nature, how can that person be caught in the trap of the world? I repeat question again. If someone has established, attended on his real nature, how can that person be caught in trap of the world? Now, Shankaracharya is saying that we have seen so many examples in our mythology. There are many characters could be found. They had reached on nature, but they caught again in that world. In last discourse, we discussed about Mahabharata. And today, one more beautiful text, it is related in this verse. And this is the Durga Saptasati. Durga Saptasati. Saptasati means 700. Durga Saptasati is like similar to Bhagavad Gita. There are so many similarities in Bhagavad Gita and Durga Sapsati. Just for your knowledge, I will give some instructions about both. Gita has 700 slokas, verses, and Durga Sapsati also has 700 verses. They both have equal mantras. And Bhagavad Gita was told by the Krishna, and Durga Sapsati was told by Sumedha. Sumedha. Sumedha, Medha means intellect. And previous conditions are also very, very similar. There was a king who was lost his kingdom and he went to forest. And there was a businessman. He also lost his business and he also went to the forest, and they were there wandering. Once they met each other, the problem was they don't want to think about their kingdom or their business, but thoughts were going on continuously. This is the very, very strange thing about mind. If you give challenge to the mind, and mind accept that, always you are defeated. Mind won. You give challenge, I do not think about this person or that person or this object, that always thought will remain in your mind. So in Durga Sapsati, the king and the businessman were very irritated. Finally, they reached. There was a rishi, his name was Medha, and they said their problems. Why? Thoughts are coming in my mind. We don't want to think about them. Even thoughts are coming. And that time, the Sumedha rishi said, there are so big question answer, but my concern is only for one point. ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती सा बलादाकृष्यन् मोहाय महामाया प्रेक्षते. He said, this is the divine lady, Maya. It is beautiful. He said, in Vedanta, when we study about Maya, we said it is ignorance, it is a Maya, delusion. When we comes in mythology, same thing is being said another way. Rishi said, this is the divine lady, Mahamaya. Through the power of Mahamaya, you can say great illusion, who makes the existence of the worlds. This Mahamaya is the Yoga Nidra of Vishnu, the Lord of the worlds. It is by her the world is deluded. Barely see the Bhagavati, the Mahamaya. The point is the Mahamaya forcibly drawing the mind of even the wise, threw them into delusion. Jnani namapi chetansi devi bhagavati sa. A common man, it's no matter. They are ready to fall. They are happy to fall. The question is about Jnani, knowledgeable. This Mahamaya, this power of the Vishnu, the Mahamaya forcibly, by force, drawing the mind of even the wise and threw them into delusion. Jnani namapi chetansi devi bhagavati sa bala da krishya. This Maya, she creates the entire universe, both moving and unmoving. It is she who even propitious becomes knowledge, the cause of final liberation and eternal. So Rishi Medha said, Mahamaya is the great. In Vedantic way, we call it a delusion. Vishaya bhimukham drishtva vidvansam api vismriti. Here Shankaracharya used the word is Vishaya bhimukham. Abhimukham means your thinking. Objects are for use, not for thinking. Food is for eat. We eat food. Sounds is for hearing, not for thinking. You are hungry, eat the food. But don't think about food. Vishaya Vimukham, Avimukham means you are constantly thinking about the food, thinking about the sound, thinking about the smell, thinking about the touch. This is the Vishaya Vimukh. When we become Vishaya Vimukh, it is no matter how you are so knowledgeable. Vismriti, you will forget your nature. You will forget your nature. Vikshepayati dhira doshahi. So Shankaracharya says, this great power of the Lord, the Maya, it will test you again and again. Like if we have a very auspicious, very priceless thing like Kohinoor, diamond, and we arrange so many layers security. Every layer of security will test you. This Maya has made so many layers of securities to protect your nature. Maya does in your favor. So again and again you are tested. You think about yourself. It is we call antarmukhi. When we think about the world, we call it vishayabhimukhi. Your sense organs work, but your mind always think about yourself. Without your permission, your mind does not work. Like without mind, your sense organs cannot work. They need mind. They need intellect. Same, your intellect, your mind needs your support. So without your permission, mind cannot do. Your permission is a must. So objects should be reached only by sense organs, not by the mind. Sense organs are made for gross objects. Mind just gives support them to take them. This is the appropriate to receive objects. Mind is not made for objects. So think properly. Here Shankaracharya gave an example like a person who has love for other than his or her life partner, and they do unethical love and becomes cause for sin act. Sin. Your mind, your intellect is more made for God. In Gita, you read so many times. Always God says to Arjun, only one demand. Mayyeva mana datsva may buddhim nivesa. So many times, repeatedly, you can read in Gita, Lord's demanding, asking again and again your mind. Arjun, give your mind to me. Give your intellect to me. The God did not ask your wealth, your body, nothing. Always God is asking from you, the only thing is your mind. Mayyeva man adatsva may buddhim nivesa. So see, the eagerness of the God. He is demanding always your intellect, your mind, and nothing. See, because your mind is made for God. Now, next one. यथापकृष्टं शैवालं क्षणमात्रं न तिष्ठति आवृणोति तथा माया प्राज्ञं वापि पराङ्मुखम्. I repeat again. यथापकृष्टं शैवालं क्षणमात्रं न तिष्ठति आवृणोति तथा माया प्रज्ञां वापि पराङ्मुखम्. The translation is, as much, even if removed, does not stay away for a moment, but closes up to cover the water again. So also, illusion covers even the wise if they ever get extrovert. One more time, translation. Admos, even if removed, does not stay away for a moment, but covers the water again. So Maya also covers even a wise man if he is averse to meditation on this self. This example we have seen in our previous study also. Shankaracharya gives again the same example in another way. He's saying that like there is a pond, there water is still, and slowly in this still water, the moss developed, and this moss Okay, I am coming back. चालू कर दो लाइट। लाइट तो गई, दूसरी है कोई, जो भी है तो लगा दो। एसी बंद करता हूँ। कर दिया, एसी बंद किया मैं। बंद कर दिया। देखता हूँ, दूसरी टेम्परेरी लगा दो। हेलो, कैन यू मीता? Can you hear me? Okay. Actually, here is too much rain, so the light has gone. But I am trying. Okay, picture. Picture is not there. Yes, something. Audio clear, no? Audio is very clear. Okay. So picture is not matter. Right, sir. Thank you. So I was talking about a mass and water. So slowly, this mass covers the water. If we want to find the water, we have to remove this mass, which is only in the surface. Then water can be seen. But immediately, the mass covers the water again and again. We have to remove it every time. Similarly, our real nature is covered by Maya. Now video is coming? No, Swamiji. Okay, no matter. Okay, no matter. So similarly, our real nature is covered by the Maya. It is covering is only ignorance. We forget our nature. That is our only veiling. There is no other any cover. And by our studies, we remove it, and the seeker of self realize. But after some time, the forgetfulness comes again. We should remove it again. When seeker becomes extrovert, the cover of ignorance covers it again, and we call it sadhana, spiritual practices. The mind, what mind is? Mind is an organ. Mind is memory. It accumulates all that is experienced, known through many lives. Mind collects memory. It is a great storehouse. There are good if you can use them. Memory are dangerous if they start using you. So Shankaracharya says, Yata apakristam saivalam ksanamatram na tishtati avrinoti tatha maya pragyam vapi parangmukha. Parangmukham, when we are thinking outwards, outwards. As we discussed before, our thinking should be about God. So In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna said, Yato yato nischarati manas chanchalam asthiram. He said, when you practice, it is obvious your mind will go out because by nature, mind is fickle, mind is unsteady, mind always wanders. When you start meditating, Sri Krishna says, wherever the fickle and unsteady mind wanders, he should subdue it then and there bring it back under the control of the self. So most important point is your mind will go out. Abranoti tatha maya. Same as a moss covers the water. Every time you have to remove. Same when a sadhak, a seeker practices and he finds sometimes his nature and immediately he can forget. But he remember again. He remembers again and again, forget. This will go on continuously. Now, last one. Lakshachyutam ched yadi chittamishat bahirmukham sannipates pramadata prachyuta keli kandukaha sopana pankto patito yatha yata. I repeat one more time. Lakshachyutam ched yadi vittamishat bahirmukham sannipates pramadata prachyuta keli kandikaha sopana pankto patito yatha tatha. See the translation. If the mind ever so slightly strays from the goal and becomes outgoing, then it goes down and down just like a ball inadvertently dropped on a row of stairs, bounce down stair. See the one more time translation. The mind ever so slightly strays from the goal and become outgoing, then it goes down and down, just as a play ball inadvertently dropped on the staircase, bound down from one step to another. See, now he's giving an example like if by mistake your play ball dropped on the staircase, then it is bound to be down one step to another. See, seeker who are very advanced stage. Suppose you are standing in 1,000 steps above, and then your ball is falling on the staircase. If you are in 10 steps, then your ball will fall only 10 steps. If you are standing in 1,000 steps, then your ball will go 1,000 steps. So Shankaracharya says, like our ball will fall in the steps because of gravity, because of speed, because of stir, it goes down and down and down. Same, once our mind falls into objects, objects has their own gravity. This gravity is more powerful than gravity of the earth. Earth can attract a gross object. The gravity of the earth can attract a gross objects, but objects has very subtle gravity. They can attract not only grass, but subtle too. Think you are in meditation and a single thought comes your mind, and this single thought can lead you to trap net of the thoughts. Suppose you are meditating, one thought is coming in your mind about a food, about a smell, about a touch. It may be good thought. So here Shankaracharya says, it is not meaning your object is good or bad. Good or bad objects are not good, not bad. We make them good or bad. Any object is not good, absolutely. Any object is not bad, absolutely. We make them good or bad. We are sitting in meditation. Suddenly one thought comes in your mind. It may be good thought. It may be for charity. It may be give food for hungry persons. This good thought, this small thought can lead you the net of the thoughts. And you will lost yourself. And it will be very difficult to stop. Slowly, slowly, you may remember your enemy. Start hating that time. There may be an emotion. So Shankaracharya says, Lakshachyutam. Once you forget your nature, this is the biggest mistake. Bahiri mukham sannipatis tatastata, then the process of downfall will start. Lakshachyutam ched yadi chittam ishad. Ishad means very slightly. If your mind, you mistake your target, your laksh very slightly, then your mind, patit, goes downfall slowly, 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 never ends. The advanced seeker, who is very advanced state, in Gita, Lord said, it is yoga bhrashta. Yoga bhrashta does not mean he is already of fault. It is failed. No, it missed chance. It may take another life. It could have done in this life, but he missed a chance, and now he will take another life. So Lord Sri Krishna says, Yoga Bhrashta. He was ready. Like Jad Bharat, the story of Jad Bharat, he was a king. He renounced everything. He renounced his kingdom, his palace, his queens, everything, and went in the Himalayas. He never missed anything. But once he was meditating on the bank of the river, and he saw a small deer, and thought came, very good thought. It is very good thought to save someone's life. The mother was dying in front of the Bharat, and he saw this tragedy, and he was very compassionate. Slowly, slowly, this compassion becomes attachment. See the game of the Maya. Bharat was protecting. Bharat was protecting the deer, but this compassionate slowly, slowly becomes attachment. He was ready to liberate, but he missed. He missed the chance. Then he took another life of a deer. After that life, again he became a human, and then he liberated. So this is the view. Once you miss the chance. The story is Bharat. So Shankaracharya says, Lakshachyutam chet yadi chittamishad. If you missed your chance, your mind missed the thinking of the Brahman yourself, then it goes to in world and never-ending world. Pramadata prachuta keli kandaka sopana panktau patito yatha tatha, like a ball which is fall in the staircase. So that is why Shankaracharya is giving warning for a seeker, for a realized person, because Shankaracharya is a great master. He can give guidance everyone, so he giving guidance to us, including the realized person, to be careful. Don't miss your target. Don't forget your goal anytime. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शांति शांति शांति.